Greetings and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
So tonight, before we get into our review, since we're getting very, very close, guys, Saturday, October 11th, come out and see us at the last tournament on the left, an 8-man horror-themed deathmatch tournament with all matches inspired by classic horror movies, including Reanimator, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sleepaway Camp, and many more. And Maniac, of course, Todd's. And no, I don't know about this one, Maniac, and we have a Tromaville deathmatch. So Todd we've got several Todd specials on this show, and we hope to see you there live. We're almost here, Todd. It's getting exciting.
Excitement's one word. Stressful, exciting. It's going to be a big night for the channel.
Yes.
Hope everyone can either come out or check it out. And ticket QR is on your screen if you haven't picked them up. There's still good seats left. And yeah.
FleshwoundFeatures.com. Get your tickets now.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that being said, we'll get right into our review for the evening, which is The Strangers, Chapter 2 from director Renny Harlin. And in this film, left stranded in a small town with no way out, Maya must once again face a night of terror courtesy of 3 deadly killers whose rampage she must put to an end. All right, so
you were a huge fan of the last one, so
well, so we go back. 2008 was the original. Then 10 years they gave us Strangers Prey at Night, which kind of has mixed reviews, but I know you like it. I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I mean,
and after 2018, they decided we're gonna reboot The Strangers, which was a very strange move. So the first Strangers Chapter 1, the first in this new trilogy, really just missed the point. It was just a watered down, just dumbass version of the original.
It was the Tubi version of the first movie on the big screen.
I've seen much more entertaining Tubi movies than the last Strangers, but yes, I suppose that
yes, Dan, a couple good apples in the rotten bunch doesn't make Tubi the greatest, yeah,
yeah,
just because you see Broken Clock right twice a day. So
fair enough. So I always thought, like, my God, the fucking balls to shit that out and expect us to watch 2 more movies. So a lot of people, first question, is it at least better than the first movie? Or the Chapter 1? I think people know when I say that, what I'm talking about at this point, but yes, but that ain't saying much.
See, this is where I'm going to disagree with you. I don't know if because the first one was so bad, I was laughing while I was watching it. This one was, well, I didn't say you, Dan, so don't shake your head. I said
I'm surprised you laughed at it. It was just
I laughed at how horribly bad it was. Like, it was like insulting, like that they put it out. That's how bad it was to me.
Yeah.
And that made it funny. At a certain point, I was like, this is just garbage. It's hysterical. This one just wasn't good.
The whole movie is like one long cat and mouse pursuit scene.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, and you know what? That's fine. I mean, I will say this movie, I guess, less boring than the last one. But
it accomplishes nothing.
It accomplishes nothing. It just, again,
it does accomplish one thing, but I'll tell you what at the end.
It's just like, why the fuck 3 movies to tell this nothing burger of a story? And on top of that, there are so many moments here where they could have just fucking killed her. And I get it, maybe to a degree, it's supposed to be a game, cat and mouse. But yeah, I mean, it keeps the pace up at the bare minimum. That might work for some people. You know what? You will learn in this movie, the whole is Tamara home explained. That is explained.
That is true. I did
I
that.
don't give a fuck if she is. Like, that's the thing.
I agree. I will say I did like that bit of it, like the flashbacks were just like
Their
the
flashbacks are constant. Like, let's explain the strangers, and there is nothing to fucking explain.
and I think
So
again that's one of the dumb
uninspired.
things. I think Pugs is gonna like just the twisted kids because Pugs was the only one on the first one who didn't hate it.
Yeah, Pugs
Like
is
I
definitely
like
really
because
good.
I was like it was so bad it made me laugh.
Yeah.
He was just like, so that was the one. Like I know Kruger was. Did Kruger ever watch it? If he did, he was horribly upset. I'm sure yeah.
This whole movie just felt like we were kind of killing time until we get to the third one. Like, it could have been condensed so much. I mean, maybe when we do get the third movie, there's some way you could cut it into 90 minutes and
Yeah, because you have a first act, a second act, and that shouldn't be 90 minutes each.
exactly. There's a point in this movie where
So
we
you're saying
introduce.
this is the deja vu version of
It's not that bad. I want to be fair, but
Hey, I will
there's
tell
a
you, I
point
will
where
watch
they
Deja Vu way more, but that's because it has an element. This, if they added that element into this franchise, maybe I'd like this one better.
well, they hint at that a little bit, but
Not enough.
they at one point they introduced this sort of out of left field threat, I guess I'll put it that way. And it was like, this really just felt like you added this in, after the fact to try and spice it up, because I know they shot like all three movies in like 53 days, something's insane, but they did go back to do reshoots on this after they saw the reaction to the first one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That one, I mean, it's not even really a spoiler, but the animal thing
Oh,
that's
okay.
movie, that was, I think, just something they added in, like, let's just do something crazy to get people talking. It doesn't really work.
They
It
got people talking, but not for the right reason.
Yeah, and again, you learn about the strangers, but I could just tell you what it is and you wouldn't be pissed. There's nothing to it. I mean, we just see, like, oh yeah, that's the most basic of basic explanations for this. And if you're going to explain them, at least come up with something interesting, because I don't think that was a good idea. That defeats the purpose of the first movie. You really shouldn't know much of anything about them. They're just doing it because. Like,
I will. I will have to say these movies have made me question if Renny Harlin was ever really a good director.
I mean, Renny Harlin's got some big highs and some big lows. I mean, I'm not gonna take it away from him and say he's an awful director, but his
I'm
batting
not gonna.
average is not as good
I'm gonna
now.
say I'm not gonna call him a good director. I don't
I'm
care
not
how
going out
many.
of my way to see a Renny Harlin movie based on his name, I'll tell you that much.
That now it's to the point it's going to do the opposite.
It really is. I mean, it's just like a fucking trilogy where we're just dragging our feet.
And the
Um,
funniest part is, peep this, people. Renny Harlin was brought in to save a movie once.
yeah, yeah. And
Uh,
the whole post credits thing, I don't
uh.
even think there's anything
It's
to
not a
that.
post credit. It's a trailer for the third one. It's Back to the Future 2 with the 3
Well,
trailer at the end.
yeah. That's, I mean, after the credits, but
Back
everything
to
I
the post credit.
saw in that, I'm like, I just think it's some of it's misdirection, obviously. And man, I just don't. I feel like there's going to be some people that like this movie, and more power to you, but I do not understand you at all.
I'm going to tell you this. This is the one. This was my favorite part of the screening. I'll be honest.
Mhm.
Soon as To Be Continued came on screen, the entire theater groaned, and the guy next to me was like, "What the fuck?" And I just laughed out loud. I'm like, right?
It's like I can overlook some little dumb things in a sort of stalk and slash like this. I mean, the fact that the hospital is like fucking empty. I mean, like just yeah, small town. That's Wellington.
You know
It's
what?
just
I'm not gonna
nearly
even.
that fucking empty.
I'm not gonna call that out. Look at Halloween 2. That shit was empty as fuck too.
Yeah, not quite this bad.
Yes,
Though.
it was empty as fuck, Dan. Go back and
Mm.
watch it.
All
That's
right.
just because you were entertained by the film, but
Yeah,
it's just as empty.
and there's like just some conveniences. The more well, it's in a hospital, so the morgue scene. I was just like, oh god damn. The one of the reveals in this, there's really only one reveal. I was just like, okay, are we supposed to be shocked at this? I thought that seemed pretty obvious.
Right.
This is just bad.
I mean, I think if you went in there and you already have TikTok brain, maybe you would have been shocked, but
I if
I don't
if
know who
young
these
people
movies
are
are
that
made for.
stupid, we're fucked.
They are, and we are. But I don't know. I don't know who this movie was made for. I don't. Like my
Yeah.
audience was like what you'd expect to go see a movie on, a new horror movie. It was a mix of young people, girls, couples, and everything.
Mhm.
Whole theater groaned. Second that to be continued popped up.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God we're done. That was my thoughts.
I think they were just confident that they could just milk this and make a shit ton of money. I believe this is tanking pretty bad, so I don't think that's happening.
Strangers 3 next to me and coming straight to VOD.
You know what? What'll be really sad, that might, at this point, it's not going to be a hit, but there might be a little more business just because it's chapter 3, that's the end. People know it's the end. So maybe they're caught up by that point and they actually go see it. But I don't even really see what they can do at this point to redeem themselves. I mean, if it were me, we can talk about this briefly in the spoilers, but I would almost do something ridiculously over the top because it just does not fucking matter anymore. This is just a turd of a trilogy.
Well, they filmed all 3 at once, so now they're kind of like, unless they reshoot everything, because I don't think, it's going to end well.
You could just have a fucking goblin at the end of it that's revealed as the leader of the strangers or something. Like you could literally do that, and it's not going to hurt the movie at this point because it's a strike 2. I don't think there's anything that they can do for the third movie to make sitting through 2 turds worth it. So we can rate it, then we can talk a little bit openly about spoilers because there's a few things, so we might as well. It's not a 0. I mean, again, you're just watching the strangers chase her around for 90 minutes or whatever the runtime was. I mean, it is what it is. There's some decent scenes in it, I suppose, but you're pretty much left exactly where you were with the first movie. So I give it a 1. It's not a 0. I'll be fair.
Yeah, well, I'm with you, Dan. I'll give it a 1 also.
All right, so now we can stop dancing around it.
All
Spoiler
right.
warning. So, whoop-de-doo, the waitress is pinup girl. Really do a lot of misdirection with that. I mean, okay. I thought you were getting ready to blow our mind somehow. I mean, although there's really nobody it could fucking be.
There's no one I could care who it is at this. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Any character that briefly appeared in the first or the second movie okay, cool. Like, is the sheriff evil? I actually think probably not, because they seem to be wanting you to think he is.
Now, if he would have been the chick, then I would have been shocked. That would have been best. It was him.
Think I'm pretty? Yeah, I just was like groaning. I was just like, why'd you even bother with the reveal? Again, they missed the point so fucking hard when you go back and watch the 2008 original, which has actually grown on me quite a bit. I think it's a really good, suspenseful little horror movie that never needed a sequel. It just
No.
didn't. And Pray at Night, again, some people like that one. It's miles better than these two movies.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. Not post credits, the post credits trailer where Maya is being teased somehow to be a stranger. I'm just like, that's obviously misdirection, because it would be stupid if you did it. There's no way to make sense of that at this point. What else? Oh yeah, she just happened to end up in her boyfriend's morgue locker.
Right.
Like, this is so fucking lame. Man, you can tell there were reshoots. Scarecrow and Dollface at this point, I guess, are sole survivors. I don't know. I'm guessing maybe the way that that one lady that gets killed starts to blurt out the sheriff's not gonna,
Right.
hinting that he's the killer. I'm wondering if he's actually the dad of somebody, or it's something like that. Like I said, they just, there's nothing they can do that is that interesting. If I were to step in, if they made me the fixer for this, I would just go crazy and make it something supernatural. Like there's some like ancient god that's making them fucking nuts or something.
They're being controlled by Christina Hendricks's boobs from the original sequel.
There you go. There you go.
Maybe I'm going to give the third one 5 stars.
Yeah. It's like, if you genuinely like these last two movies, please let me know why. As we're recording this, there's 3 other new horror movies that I haven't seen yet. They could be great, they could suck, but Good Boy, Bone Lake,
Coyotes.
So there's 3 other options. Go see one of those. I'm going to take just a wild guess and say that they're all better than this. You don't have to just go and see it because it's a familiar name. It's not good, guys. Wait. If you must see it, fucking watch it on VOD or whatever. I would not pay money to see this.
I wouldn't do VOD either. I'd wait for some kind of service that's on.
Todd, you see everything. I see almost I see pretty much all horror. And if we weren't recording a podcast on this, I would have skipped this movie and been perfectly fine.
Right.
I just, it's not something that I care to support. And they missed the point, and the balls to make us sit through 3 of these is spectacular. So I don't think there's anything else to. Do you have anything else to close?
I was just gonna say I saw one battle after another before this, which runs like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Still felt way shorter than this shit at like 90 minutes.
I've had I've heard that's very good, and I do need to see it. I'm not going to get to see it before the trip, but yeah, see anything. Just take a shot on something if you're going to go see the movies. Don't do this to yourself.
And there's lots of retro stuff out. Be sure to check out our October 1st show, and we talk about a bunch of the movies that are coming out for the month. So
yeah, normally I'd say support the new stuff, but in this case, yeah, just go see an old.
Teach Lionsgate a lesson. Don't support this shit. Maybe too bad they did. Maybe was the third one filmed out of the country, and they're going to tear the shit out of it. We can't.
I think they shot these in Spain. I'd have to.
We may not be able to see. They may get over tariffed.
It would not break my heart if we just ended here.
This is when you just say, you know what? Can we do the Batgirl deal on all 3 of them?
Let's go back and get any 4Ks from any house and destroy them immediately. We'll offer them some gold, whatever. So yeah. But again, as always, if you like these last 2 movies, please explain why in the comments. I'm always curious to read that. So, on that note, guys, later.
Money's on the dresser. Oh, wow. See, now I hit the wrong buttons.